Now before I put this in, if you watch the other video where I was showing the troubleshooting and figuring out this whole thing, you remember I'm going to put a telephone jack down here, and here's the telephone jack up there. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to fish that down. Remember, I saw that the wires were coming down. I didn't know how far they were coming down. Well, I reach in here and look at that. There's the telephone wire right there. And ultimately, not today but tomorrow, I've got time, because the countertop guy is not showing up for 2 days now. Okay, I can take a little cut-in ring like this. It's open to the back. Okay, just like that. Then I can fish the wire through there, and I'm hoping to keep the whole thing on its little pad without having to take the wires apart, and I'm hoping to fish it through there. This works just like a cut-in box. See the little flaps? Here's a flap here, right there. And there's another flap there. Okay, and I'm going to put that above the plug, because nobody's ever going to need to see that, and all it's there for is to plug the telephone in. Then I'm going to have to patch that up there, but that's for another day. We're still on this project.
You patch it, you have to repaint it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to patch it. Mr. Inspector still working on his job.
Repaint it.
Hey, you guys always trying to keep me in line, aren't you? Well, yeah, we just patched and textured these walls, and the painter came. Now guess what? We're going to have another hole here because we weren't thinking about this. Should have thought about it a little bit more. My aunt decided she wanted that moved. She thought that was a little bit of an eyesore. So we're going to take that down. Then that's got to be patched. It's got to be textured. It's got to be primed. It's got to be painted. Luckily, the painter's going to come back. He's got to do some touch-up. And there's going to be some crown molding that's going to be installed throughout the house. Well, in the living room, the hallways, and this whole kitchen area, and above the cabinets and all that. So the painter has to do some touch-up there, too. So he'll be back. And if we don't get it by then, the patching, you know, that's not a very big patch. We'll be able to do it. That's just the way it is.
There'll be a temporary plug face on that.
We're not going to put a blank plate over that, Father. And the reason why is they're spending a fair amount of money upgrading their kitchen area. The last thing they want to see, and I don't blame them, is a blank plate right over there. Okay, that's why we're going to go ahead and patch that. When this kitchen area gets done, the idea is that it doesn't look like anything was ever patched, and that's the sign of good workmanship. Did you know that?
It looked like it was patched at the time it should have been patched.
Okay, you're right. You're right about that. Okay, on to the rest of the project. We got to get this cut-in box in. You know, we're burning daylight here. The more you talk, the less I work, apparently, because I keep having to answer your questions.
You're doing good.
Look at this. It's 10 minutes to 5 already, and I don't usually work this long. I'm getting tired, and I still got to put this in, hook up that plug, and I've got to clean up. I've also got to hook this one up down in here. Man, I've got some work to do.